Today we've got some strategies to help you avoid overindulging during the holiday season.
Hi, Robyn and Danna here with Lean, Healthy, Ageless and the co-authors of the Eat, Live, Thrive diet. And if you're a woman 45 plus looking to experience your best health, your best vitality, and your best body, you've come to the right place.
And you can do that even in the midst of all these temptations if you are wise, if you have a plan. So we know most of us are going to have some indulgences. I don't care how much you're into your health. This time of year, we have kind of those memories of certain connections with food, whether it's a special Christmas cookie or a special meal. And we hope that you actually would have what we call planned indulgences, not just kind of airy-fairy deciding as you go, because that's dangerous. But when you decide, I'm going to have a couple indulgences this week, you have a plan. So you've decided to have a planned indulgence. We want to encourage you to wait until as late in the day as possible to partake of that. Because the earlier we bring sweets and treats and decadent foods into our mouth, the more prone we are to be tempted all throughout the day. So if you can make it something that happens after dinner or later, in the evening, chances are you're not going to indulge as much.
Now, the next tip would be to choose the best from all of the good.
And there's a lot of good.
There's a lot of good, but you don't have to have every single delicious, delectable thing that's out there. Maybe one or two items that really speak to you, the type of thing that you just can't get any other time of year, and you really want to enjoy that. So choose those. Don't choose everything. Choose the very best.
And by the way, if you're in the middle of snacking on a little treat, indulgence, and you don't love it, don't finish it. So often we have these mindless calories or these calories that really don't satisfy us. Discreetly set it aside, throw it out, whatever, and wait for something better.
Tip number 3 is one of my favorites, and that is to use small plates and small utensils. We love to do this because you can eat a smaller portion. It's just like, it reminds
That
me.
sounds like a little doll plate.
It reminds me of like a tea party as a child, but really, especially with using these small little cocktail utensils for for a dessert or something. You take smaller bites. It lasts longer,
Well,
which is
imagine
actually,
you have a little piece of pumpkin pie as an example, but it fills up the plate, and then you're eating it
in little bites, and it lasts so much longer, and you enjoy it so much longer.
Well, I have these little ramekins, and you can probably find these online, that are exactly a quarter of a cup, and I use them a lot. Sometimes I make little custards. Sometimes I have my nuts. If I want to have nuts as a little snack, I don't have to get out my measuring cup. I know this is a quarter of a cup, and it helps control. If on rare occasions I have a little gelato or ice cream, I put it in here, and again, with the little teeny spoon, it really helps me stay on track. I also have these little Demetre cups, and I use them for indulgences. Say if you love eggnog, this would be a very appropriate way to have a very small amount, again, enjoying it, but not overindulging, or some decadent cocoa, or let's just say a little Bailey's in coffee, or just a little Bailey's. Another thing that I often do when we're using the small plates and small utensils is if it's something that can be cut up, maybe it's a little brownie or even a healthy thing. I have some energy bars that I like that have a little more sweet in them, but I cut them into small pieces. And so that energy bar, instead of taking maybe 4 or 5 or 6 bites to finish the bar, I actually have it cut into maybe 12 or 14 pieces, and that slows me down.
Another tip that it just goes right along with what we're talking about is to eat slowly. Now, when you're eating with small utensils, you're going to eat more slowly than you would because you're taking smaller bites. But even if you're eating a regular meal on a regular sized plate or bowl, you can still eat slowly. Take your fork, put it to your mouth, take your bite of food, put your fork down, and release the utensil. That will slow down your eating. It actually is a practice. Danna is much better at eating slowly than I am. I have to really focus on eating slowly.
As you develop this habit of intentional eating and slow eating and small portions, you actually get more satisfaction and satiety from your food because you're paying attention. One of the things that I've discovered over the years is the first few bites of something are the most enjoyable. Subsequent bites, because now you've kind of tickled your taste buds, are not as enjoyable. When you eat slowly, you can slow yourself down to actually stop and sometimes not even finish what you have on your plate because you truly are satisfied. I'm going to end with one bonus tip, Robyn, and that is to give yourself this self-talk message for the rest of your life. I am easily satisfied. I can eat small amounts and stop and focus mostly on putting nutritious food in my mouth.
Well, I have a second bonus, Danna. One additional tip to help you with eating less and staying in control is to eat some fiber. Drink some fiber, really, if you can, before a meal. We love the Bellway fiber. This is a psyllium fiber that has different flavors. This is the raspberry lemonade, my favorite flavor, but the lime is good too. The berry is really good. It's got 5 grams of fiber per serving. You just pour it in some water, drink it, and it actually fills up your belly because the fiber expands once it is combined with water.
Well, and Bellway fiber is all organic, all natural, and unlike many fibers, I find it doesn't thicken as quickly, so it's a much more enjoyable experience. And when we move our food through us in a healthy, what's called transit time, hopefully less than 24 hours, we are not over-absorbing too many calories. We are keeping our digestive tract clean and moving. We're so proud to have Bellway as a sponsor of this video, and this is something that Robyn and I use as part of our regular health routine, and we hope you enjoy it as well.
If you want to order the Bellway fiber, just click the affiliate link in this post.
And if you would like some information about how Robyn and I coach women toward leaner and healthier bodies, no matter what their age, click the link provided to the Eat, Live, Thrive Academy.